Let's keep it moving here on Box to Row. We are a week or less than a week away now from the National Football League draft. We also like to, as we do each and every year, going back to like 2006 when Antoine Bethea was drafted out of Howard by, of course, the Indianapolis Colts in the 6th round. We've talked with some of the top NFL or the HBCU players looking to hear their names called in the National Football League draft, and none better than to talk to as we say hello to Sundiata Anderson. He was an HBCU All-American out of Grambling, had a really, really good season, preseason defensive player of the year as well. As a matter of fact, 3-time All SWAC performer as he joins us here on Box to Row. What's going on, Sundiata?
How you doing? I appreciate you having me here, Mr. Ware.
Absolutely.
It's a huge opportunity.
No, it's good for us. We love doing this. We've done it for quite some time. Now I got to ask you. So in essence, you played 6 seasons at Grambling. In essence,
yes, sir.
Talk about that. That's not really you don't really see that often.
I mean, it's just been a great experience here, seeing 2 coaching staffs, and so I was able to pick 2 great coaching staff mindset, which I feel helped me get myself to where my game is today. It's an HBCU, so no better crowd I feel like than you can be around. It's community love. By now I know everybody in the city, so it's just amazing being from HBCU and being able to spend 6 of my years here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You're from what, College Park, Georgia?
Yes, sir.
Right. So how did you end up from the ATL to? You must have seen that Celebration Bowl that Grambling won back in 2016.
That had a lot to do with it. We got a real big Grambling Atlanta connection, and all the coaches came to see me my senior year in high school, and that was the year they went to the Celebration Bowl, and so them just coming in suits kind of helped tempted me a little bit, and them playing in the Celebration Bowl, I kind of just pictured that's something I wanted to play in.
Now, my understanding is you played multiple sports while you were in high school. But now you only weigh, because you're at what, 245 now. We see you got some good size on you. You weigh 200 pounds coming out of high school.
I was weighing 200 pounds. I ran track, I played basketball, and then I also played baseball. So, being so active, it wasn't easy to keep weight.
No, which is understood. But can you speak to being able to build up your weight to now where you're 245, which NFL scouts really like what you can bring to the table as an edge rusher. But again, to be able to put on an additional almost 50 pounds, that's saying something.
Yes, sir. It's really just been a process. You got your ups and downs, you got your good days, your bad days. But, I try to do it the best way, try to eat healthy and, try to set goals, because when I feel like I do that, I feel like I can kind of reach the weights and touch where I need to touch. And I kind of knew where I wanted to be around this point in my life, having an opportunity to play for the National Football League. So when you got a goal set in mind, you're going to do everything to get there.
I know that's right. Sundiata Anderson joining us here on the program, hoping to hear his name called in next week's National Football League draft. Sort of for you, speak to this process. And even before I talk about that, the Shrine Bowl, you participated in the Shrine Bowl. What was that experience like for you?
It was a great experience just to be in a great atmosphere with a great program. I appreciate Mr. Galco for allowing me to have that opportunity. And then in the Shrine Bowl, just having the athletes around me, that's going to get a chance to play at the next level. Essentially playing around all pros. And so, just being in there and able to compete with them, I wanted to be the best out there. And so, I had to show out for HBCUs, I feel, and just to let the whole world know we have probably some of the best talent here.
Yeah, you did that. Like you did just that. You represented because you got a lot of rave reviews. I want to know how you thought you did.
I mean, I feel like I had a great showing. Be able to play multiple positions. I went from DN to Sam and outside linebacker, and so I feel like I had a great showing. Was able to show all my abilities, but there's always something you could be better at. So a lot of the things I took away, I went back to work on this spring.
Take us through your time at Grambling. You played, as a true freshman. A lot of times, I mean, I don't know what the percentage of true freshmen that play at respective colleges, but it's probably not very high. So you were one of the few to be able to do that, which is great. But then you had sort of a setback. You got sick, as you were telling me, but then you ultimately came back to Grambling. Kind of take us through your years at Grambling.
Freshman year as a true freshman, it was amazing just to get out there and get my ears wet. I had some pretty good games against some teams in the SWAC. Alabama State had 2 sacks. So freshman year was just, a great year to get my feet in the water and kind of get experience of college football. And then come back sophomore year, got sick. That's why the weight journey has been a journey for real. I ended up going from 240 to 170 my sophomore year, which I had to withdraw from school, puts me into my junior year a little bit. And from that's 2021. It's been up from there. First all conference year. Just kind of was able to hone in on my skills. And then the next head coaching staff, he kind of taught me how to be a pro. And so I just been detailed about everything ever since. So 2022, blessed to make all second team all conference. In 2023, I think I pretty stamped my college career in that.
Yeah, I think that's remarkable. I talked about from the time you were a high school senior to now putting on close to 50 pounds, but really it sounds like you really had put these 50 pounds on in like a year and a half period. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Talk about that. I mean, that's some real hard work.
I came back from getting sick. I got diagnosed in October 2019. And so I was around 170, 169. So up into that January, I got it back to 215. And ever since then it's been a grind. I played my sophomore season at 225, 230, played my junior season at 230, 240, and played my senior season. Going into my senior season, I started the season 253. I played the year around 242, 245.
Wow, man, that is really saying something. Sundiata Anderson joining us here on the program. First team HBCU All America, 3-time All SWAC performer. Pro Day. Let me ask you about the Pro Day. Just take us kind of through that and how you felt you did on your Pro Day.
I feel like my Pro Day went amazing. I felt like running I did pretty good, and then all the drills work I did pretty great. And then my most exciting thing of the day, I had been training it, and I only hit it once in training, but to be able to jump a 38 and a half vertical and the 2 and 3 broad, I felt pretty good about the day. I had some pretty good agility drills, so pro shuttle and the L drill, and then I had a good amount of attention in my field drills, and I think I did pretty good.
No doubt about it. Sundiata Anderson taking a couple of moments to join us here on the program. Teams, visits. Who have you visited with to this point?
I visited up a few teams. A few on the list of Chargers, Falcons, and it's been an amazing process, honestly, in my opinion. Just being able to get to them teams and see, the kind of type of facilities that I would possibly be able to play in one day, be able to meet the coaches and meet the GMs, and especially one being my hometown team. So I think it's been amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say the hometown team gotta be giving you a lot of love, right?
Yes, sir.
What about the Saints? That's probably the nearest team to Grambling. I think so.
Yes, sir, it is. I mean, they love me down here. Love that opportunity to stay in Louisiana and play for them. Let's see what happens with them.
Yeah, I know you probably, hey, whoever drafts me, I'm ready. I'm sort of ready to rock and roll. I'm sure that's your mentality. Take us through like a daily workout for you.
A daily workout. I start in the morning with the training room, just getting prehab ready for the day. And then I get, days are flip flop, but some days I start in the weight room. Strength and conditioning coach is killing me now. But then start in the weight room and hit the field for conditioning. And then I go eat lunch and come back and watch film. Then after I watch film, I go back on the field for, my craft. And so just working on everything I have to do to get me better in football on the field at the end of the day, and then get some good recovery and get some rest.
Yeah, no doubt about it. What have you enjoyed most about this process?
Probably just the experience. Well, the people I met. Training. There's going to be some really great guys drafted this year. they've been amazing in my life, and just meeting them, getting closer to God, and then the coaches I've met. It's been it's amazing people out here. So I just think the networking part of this process has been more than enjoyable.
How did you end up? Why? I know the coaches came to see you. I'm sure. I don't know if you had other offers or even more specific other offers in other sports. What ultimately made you choose Grambling State?
My mom's an HBCU lady, so she made me promise her I'd take one HBCU visit. So when it came that time, the first visit I actually took was to Alabama State. But I enjoyed the visit at Alabama State so much, I said I gotta go see the reigning SWAC champions. So next visit I set up for Grambling State, and I instantly fell in love with the history, the culture. You got Coach Eddie Robb, one of the best coaches of all time, and so it was just amazing feeling being out here.
No doubt. What school did she go to?
Claflin University, a small school in South Carolina.
You couldn't go. They don't have a football program.
Yes,
maybe you could have gone across the street. You could have gone across the street, right?
Yeah, could have gone across the street.
But nothing like Grambling. You had a chance to see Grambling, and so that's really good. So what are your plans for the draft? Where do you plan to be? Are you going to have a draft outing, a party? Are you just going to do what you regularly do? What is the draft time going to be like for you as you look to hear your name called?
I'm really just expecting to enjoy it with family. We'll say the party right after. I really, personally, I want to spend it on the lake just fishing. Hopefully I can get that call. And so, however it goes, it'll definitely be with family.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Sundiata Anderson, 3-time All-SWAC performer, HBCU All-American edge rusher, looking to hear his name called in the National Football League. Draft, of course, played at Grambling. He is from College Park, Georgia. He joins us here on Box to Row. Sundiata, really appreciate the time. Great conversation, man. Continued success in all you do.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate you for this opportunity. It's been a great interview, and I wouldn't have wanted it no other way.